What's the difference between numbers and numerals? Well, I think we're in the right place to talk to someone who is an excellent authority on that.
Did someone say numerals? Do you know that even though numbers are the same around the world, because of course numbers are really only ideas?
Sounds interesting. Tell me more.
That is a very important thing to realize, the difference between ideas and how we write those ideas down. In my book, which the Western world called De Numero Indorum, which I published in Baghdad in 825 AD, I explain the idea of using numerals or symbols to represent numbers. Numbers never change. They are ideas, but how we write them down, now that is another matter. I introduced the Arab world and then the European world to Hindu or Indian numerals.
So, what's so important about the way you write things down?
My good man, what is so important? Here, let me show you. Until we started writing things down, it was impossible to do things like calculations and pass them on to other people. The Romans used numerals that looked like this. Now, there's nothing wrong with these numerals, but they were difficult to use in calculations. Now, the Hindus had a far better system, and that is what I wrote about in my books. Their number system was based on the fact that we have 10 fingers, called base 10. And I don't have to tell you how important that is.
So, numbers are the idea, and numerals are the way we write them down.
So now you've got it. There are many ways to write numerals. These are the ways that I introduced the new numerals. Until we had these numerals, it was very difficult to make many of the calculations we wanted. And there were many calculations that we had to do. This is what they looked like.
Well, thank you, Mr. Al-Khwarizmi. Well, it seems as though there's a lot more than meets the eye when it comes to numbers and numerals.